This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here with Loving Life's Journey. Since 2022, her story of resilience and reinvention has helped others on their journey to self-discovery. I'm joined here with the coach, mentor, speaker. Linda, thanks so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself. You're formerly educated at Laramie County Community College and Colorado Tech University. You have worked with well-known organizations like Kaiser Permanente for years. You have an experience as an author and also as a photographer. But through this journey, you have gone through 3 open heart surgeries and even sacrificed your really dream job. Share with me how loving your life journey began.
Oh gosh. It began with being able to recognize my dream as a photographer, and I got to do that for 5 amazing years. The health stuff kind of got in the way, and I had to give that up. And I fought through major illness. I spent 5 months in ICU isolation before COVID. I got a superbug, and I was contagious, so I hid in there, and then in a 4-year span, I lost 5 close family members. And after I went down that hole of depression, my friend was getting divorced. She moved into my house and she brought the joy back in. She does gift baskets. And so it was like a party at my house all the time. Colored shred like confetti. And I was able to start getting back into loving my life for how it was going to be. I survived all of these things for a purpose, and once I figured out what that purpose was, it allowed me to step forward and to just embrace what this next part of my life looks like.
And here we are today. I mean, would you say life is a journey of emotions? Yet most of us never master or even understand our emotions. Is emotional intelligence not discussed nearly as much as maybe it should be? What would you say?
I would say it's not been just, I know when I was growing up, we didn't even know what it was. In the world of psychology and those kind of things, it's fairly young. It's about 20 years old. And understanding your own emotional intelligence as well as the emotional intelligence of those around you helps you connect better. It helps you figure out better ways to communicate, and it helps you figure out better ways to handle yourself in adverse situations so that you can better understand how somebody else might be handling their part of the situation.
Not only your EQ, but the people around you help as well.
Yes.
I mean, you have built your life from the ground up. I mean, from the depths of depression, you not only relate, maybe when other people can't, but you've been there, you've done that. Does that experience help you in assisting others, would you say?
It does. It does. In fact, I've developed a whole curriculum around how to give emotional support and use emotional intelligence. I've been blessed to have a very, very great support system. Most people don't have that. And so my dream and my goal, what I'm working at right now, is being a support like that for other people between the curriculum I've developed and just in my interactions with people on an everyday basis.
Webster's definition of resilience is the capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties. Do we all have within us this maybe untapped power of resilience, would you say?
Oh, most definitely. I think a lot of times we don't think we do because it feels like it breaks itself out when you're at that bottom.
Okay.
So resilience is the ability to keep pushing on when you think you should have given up long ago. And we all have those hidden reservoirs of it. That's how we get from day to day through everything we get through. If you're still alive today, you've got resilience in you, and you've practiced resilience whether you recognize it or not.
Interesting. I mean, you teach the human spirit has a capacity for healing and growth. Are we often called to reinvent and even reimagine ourselves to many times experience growth?
You almost have to. We go through phases of our life. And I know I've reinvented myself, 5, 6, 7 times, I quit counting. And most people do, because as you're going through life, this particular thing is going to be what gets you through here. And then, like when you're empty nesting, when your kids are grown, when they're gone, or when you lose a spouse or a sibling or a parent, that starts a new chapter in your life. And that new chapter, you need to be able to pivot and to readdress that chapter. And how you do that is you figure out what's going to be.
Have some strategy in place, be flexible, be open to things.
Right.
I mean, before your clients can really benefit from your individual, your group coaching, how important is it to know where they are at this moment in their lives? I mean, can a self-care assessment provide some insight?
Self-care assessment provides a lot of insight. And it's something that I take on a regular basis for myself, because a lot of times I'm paying attention to others and I'm not paying attention to me. Lots of people do that, especially women. We have a tendency to put ourselves in the back burner. So the self-care assessments are an important way to see where you are at that given moment in time. It's not a blanket thing. It can change from day to day. It can change from hour to hour. So it's where you are at that moment in time and how we can help you move forward from that point.
I mean, you not only help individuals, but groups in corporate America. In business, the unknowns of the economy has probably never been greater. I mean, how can a recession-proof assessment prepare us for the future?
What it does is it helps you make sure that you have things in place that you can fall back on if your plan right now falls apart. Mm-hmm. And we're seeing it all over. My son got laid off a couple of months ago, and he had a very long time with his company, and so he's using that to kind of revisit where he wants to go. He got replaced by AI, his entire department did. No matter what we think we have in place, whether it's our investments, whether it's our savings account, whether it's, we've got our home, wherever we've got, we want to make sure that it's rock solid. So if something that you don't expect, like your spouse passing away, happens, you don't lose everything. So it's a good place to see where you are, where your company is. If you're a company, if you're a small business owner, we do it for companies as well. See where you are, see where you want to go, and what is it going to take to get you there.
Interesting. In 1925, the author Napoleon Hill coined the term mastermind. Be it living in harmony or peak performance, how do your mastermind programs kind of help people?
What I love about our mastermind programs is we work as a group. It's a true Napoleon Hill mastermind. It's not one-on-one. It's a group of up to 10 to 12 people. And we help each other. We listen to each other. We give ideas to each other. We're sounding boards. Everybody needs somebody to listen to work through with. And I like that process.
I mean, it can be said the quality of our life is our ability to manage our emotions. How do your two EQ projects help us apply what we learn kind of in practical ways? Explain those two programs for me.
Those two programs, the first one is you take the assessment and then we do a group debrief. Everybody gets to listen to what the results mean. Whether or not you share your results with us, with the group, is up to you. The deeper dive, we go in and we talk about the assessment gives you kind of some things that you can work through, or some tips on how you can be more aware of the areas you might be weak in. But what they do is allow you to recognize in yourself how you respond, how you could respond better, or where your strengths are, so that when you're working with other people, you can bring your strengths forward to help them, and you can kind of dampen down your areas where you need to improve so that they're not getting out of control in that situation.
I mean, through mentoring, coaching, and speaking, you affirm an individual's inherent worth, leading them to understand that they are loved, valued, and appreciated. How do they get started on this self-worth journey with you? What's the best way for them to reach out?
You can give me a call. My number is online. You can send me an email. We can get you that information as well. I also have Facebook groups out there. I'm in a number of Facebook groups, and I have the Loving Life's Journey Facebook page as well as my own personal page. If you're in need and you just want to talk, figure out where things are going, you can reach out to me through there. And we'll look and see where you are right now. I've got a number of different tools that we can use to kind of figure out where you're at, where you'd like to go, and whether or not I'm the one to help you or somebody else would be a better fit.
Excellent. Many ways to reach out, obviously. Linda, you're an expert in emotional intelligence and support. as well as an ethical influence. You now help others navigate their path to a purpose and passion aligned with their dreams. Is this rewarding work for you?
Oh gosh, yes. I've been blessed to have an amazing mentor. I also have a coach, a couple of coaches depending on what I need help with, and everyone needs one of those. Even my coach and mentor has a coach, has a mentor. You need that person to be that sounding board, and I love to watch my clients and the people I work with tell me about their dream because they light up. And then as they're taking the steps and their dream gets closer and closer and closer, you can see that in their demeanor. You can see that in their behavior, and you can see that in their outlook. And that is so rewarding.
You've been blessed, like you said, to have your own support system throughout your life. You're now being the support system for others out there and creating support systems. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen. You're going to see their website. On the website, see all the services she provides. You can check out the Balancing Act and Hope is Strategy podcast right there on the website as well. You can check out many more of her media interviews as well on the website, and check her out on Facebook and social media. Get a free self-care assessment and book a strategy session today. Once again, that is Loving Life's Journey with Linda, transforming adversity into strength. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.